This is Archangel Michael speaking through a place of love and urgency. If you are listening now, please sit still and breathe with me for a moment. This message is for you and you alone. Someone you loved who has passed away is trying to reach you, and what they are saying matters. Stay with me and open your heart. Before we begin, please, if this message touches you in any way, subscribe and click the notification bell so these messages can find other souls who need them. The spirit world moves quickly, and we want these gentle alarms to reach those who are ready to listen. Listen carefully. The voice you will hear is familiar. It may arrive in a memory, in a dream, or as a sudden knowing that lands in your chest. That voice is trying to tell you something that will keep you safe and will change what comes next. This is not a small thing. This is a moment of intervention mapped out by love and the intelligence of heaven. Do not push it away because it may feel inconvenient or too strange. Open the door. You are being warned about an unseen shift that is about to touch your life. It might come as a person who appears trustworthy who is not as they seem, a decision that looks harmless but leads you away from your path, or a hidden danger inside a home, a plan, or even your own heart that needs healing before it becomes toxic. The spirit who calls your name remembers you as you were when you were most yourself, and they are pleading that you return to that place of truth now. Hear this, the warning is not to frighten you, it is to protect you. The loved one who passed away remembers what you forget when pain is fresh and when decisions are rushed. They remember the pieces of you that the world tried to bend, and they are holding those pieces now. They want you to hold them too. They want you to listen to one small action that will change everything. It may be simple, sometimes painfully simple. It may be a phone call you must make to someone you have avoided, a document you must read before signing, a bank account you must secure, or a conversation you must have before it is too late. Right now, take a breath and say silently to them, I am listening. Say it with intention. Let your body answer. The spirit will show you the next right step. You will feel a tug in your chest pointing you to a memory. That memory is a breadcrumb leading to truth. Maybe it is an ordinary afternoon where you laughed together, maybe it is a moment of regret you keep replaying. Whatever shows up, do not reject it. Follow it. In that memory is a name, a place, or an object that is the key to the warning. Write it down. Do it now inside your mind and then in the real world later. Do not ignore the first impression. The first impression is often the clearest voice of the spirit realm. Now listen to what Michael says plainly. They are asking you to check 3 things immediately. Number 1, check your circle. Look at who you are letting in. Are there people who take more than they give and pretend otherwise? Are there people who praise you in public but undermine you in private? Are there people whose kindness comes with conditions that feel heavy? If your intuition has been whispering that someone is not who they say they are, trust that whisper. Distance yourself calmly, not in anger but in protection. You do not owe an explanation to someone who refuses to hold you in goodness. Number 2, check your home and your plans. Guard the spaces where decisions are kept. If there are documents, keys, messages, or passwords you have been ignoring, find them and secure them. The spirit is saying do not leave your future exposed because someone else wants to rearrange it. Sometimes warning comes as a request to back up your files, to see a lawyer, to change your password, to lock an old account, to meet a bank manager, or to remove access from a document you no longer trust someone with. Do this work now. Practical protection is holy. Number 3. Check your heart. Is there a wound you keep pretending is healed because you need comfort, or a resentment you keep feeding because it feels justified? The voice from the other side asks you to let healing begin. That does not mean you must forget or minimize what happened. It means you must refuse to allow pain to make decisions for you. Forgiveness is not for them, it is for you so you can breathe. If you are holding a grudge that keeps you awake, let the Spirit guide you to one small act of release. Say their name softly and let the anger leave your hands. There is a financial thread in this warning. A loved one is showing me small, specific signs about money that you must not ignore. If you have been offered a deal that requires secrecy, if someone asks you to sign papers without letting a trusted person review them, if money is being moved in a way that comforts someone but unsettles you, stop. Ask for time, ask for clarity, call a trusted friend, a sibling, your lawyer, or an accountant. Do not be ashamed to seek counsel. Pride will cost you more than humility ever could. If you have been waiting for a message from a departed loved one because you need proof of their peace, hear this now: they are at peace and they are focused on your safety. They are not distracted by old grudges or petty alarms. They are working with Michael to reach you because they know you will listen to their voice. They say their greatest regret now is anything you might lose because you did not act when warned. They do not want you to live in fear. They want you to move with clarity. Pay attention to numbers, dates, or small repeated images. The Spirit uses patterns and repeats because your human mind notices repetition. Seeing the same sequence of numbers on a clock, finding the same flower in multiple places, or dreaming of the same room are deliberate signals. When you spot a repeated sign, take it seriously and follow it like a map. If an actual person from the other side appears in dreams or in the corner of your vision and says a name, take that name seriously. Names are anchors. Ask for a clearer sign, but be firm. Ask that the message be repeated so you cannot doubt it. Spiritual proof is merciful, it repeats so you can act. If you feel shock when the name is spoken, that shock is the urgency of the message. You are being moved to change course. Now I will speak directly what the loved one wants you to do step by step. Do not skip these steps because the steps are small and your human mind wants to dismiss them. Step 1. Go to the place where you store important papers. This could be a drawer, a safe, a bank locker, or even a digital folder. Open it and remove any papers connected to an ongoing decision you are making. If you are buying or selling, pause. If someone asked for a signature within hours, simply say you need time and review. Step 2. Call one person you trust who is practical. This person does not have to be spiritual but must be honest. Say to them, I need your help, double-check these things with me. Let them read what you were given. Step 3. Look for one small hole where things leak. This could be recurring extra expenses, an email you never answered, a phone number that calls at odd times, or a relationship that asks for loyalty but gives instructions that feel wrong. Close that hole. Step 4. Offer a short prayer of protection aloud. It can be as simple as God keep me safe, Michael lead me, and the name of your loved one standing with us. Speak it and feel the room answer. There will be resistance, and sometimes resistance feels like logic. You will hear internal argument telling you that you are overreacting, that you are paranoid, that you are making a mistake. That voice is not from them. When doubt rises, breathe and remember this: action done with love is never wasted. A small precaution does not cost you your integrity. It preserves your future. If the warning is about a relationship, the Spirit asks that you look for patterns repeated over time, not just for one slip. True character shows in consistency. If you have lost sleep because of late-night texts, because promises crumble, because intimacy comes with cost, then consider that the warning is about your safety and your soul. You deserve caregivers, not controllers. Choose the people who help you grow. The loved one on the other side remembers your childhood parts and they are protective. They say allow no one to quiet your inner child. If the warning concerns a sudden relocation or a job offer, pause to verify. Pressure to act fast is a common tactic used to close doors quietly. Heaven asks that you slow down and demand transparency. Ask for written terms. Insist on references. Meet the people who made the offer. Do the small due diligence steps that feel boring but are actually shields. Now I will tell you something tender the departed want you to know about yourself. They remember your light. They saw you before anyone else did and they carry the memory of your best self. They say this message is their last gift to you because they cannot intervene continuously in the human world. They ask you to reclaim that light. Start with one small habit that feeds it. Wake up 5 minutes earlier and stand by the window and breathe. Read one paragraph from a book that once comforted you. Call one person who loves the real you and say thank you for being here. These small acts create a ripple the Spirit can ride. There may be grief that you think you processed but which is actually stuck like a thorn. The voice asks that you attend to it now. You do not need to perform a grand ritual. Light a candle, speak the name of the person who passed, tell them aloud what you have been carrying, and then release one thing you will no longer carry for them. Let the release be physical: tear or fold a paper and burn it safely, or place it in water and let it go. The symbol is transaction between you and peace. For those who have been looking for lost items, the loved one laughs quietly and says, "Look where you first saw it." Often loss is solved by returning to the beginning. They delight in small rescues. If the message is about a gift hidden away, the Spirit gives you a hint now. Look in the place you store joy, not paperwork. If that seems vague, look where you keep photographs. To the person who fears this warning is a test, hear this: tests are not the work of love. This is intervention, not punishment. Heaven is offering you a chance, a bypass that prevents future collapse. Take it. If you are currently in hospital or caring for someone else, the voice from the other side is close and it asks you to accept help. Accept simple offers of assistance and refuse shame. Ask someone to bring a meal, to sit with you for 10 minutes, to run an errand. The Spirit wants you to be held because you are meant to carry less right now. There is also a message about forgiveness and boundaries. You may be tempted to forgive without boundaries and that mercy can be used. Forgive from your center and then apply boundaries that protect your safety. Forgiveness is for freedom, not invitation. If you are the kind of person who thinks spiritual messages must come with fireworks, know this: the most powerful signs are often quiet. A single word whispered when you least expect it can reroute a lifetime. Do not demand spectacle. Accept this small miracle. Now for a practical guarantee. If you follow the warning steps, you will not be punished for your caution. The universe rewards those who act with love and prudence. The Spirit assures you that small precautions now will prevent a large ache later. You will be saved not by luck but by taking kind decisive steps. The loved one who calls your name will be by your side as you do them. If fear rises, make a pact. Say out loud, I will do one thing to protect my future and I will do it with courage. Then do it immediately. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is moving forward in spite of it. Do not wait until the fear has passed because it rarely does without action. For those who cannot immediately act because circumstances are complicated, ask for one small adjustment you can make now. Move an important envelope to a new place, change one password, tell one truth to one person. Little movements lead to motion and motion leads to safety. You may receive resistance from someone who benefits when you stay small. That resistance will likely come wrapped in concern or guilt. Thank them for their care and then restate your boundary. You do not need to be cruel. You need to be clear. Say, I appreciate your concern but I need to do this for my safety and peace. If they push, remove yourself calmly and follow the steps. There is a final message the Spirit insists I give you before this space closes. The loved one who calls your name is proud of you. They do not want you to live stranded on a ledge of what-ifs. They ask you to step down into the land of the living fully and to accept protection without shame. They say they will be making a path of signs for you. Notice the small things, follow the pattern, and act. When you do, a heavy fog will lift and the world will feel both strange and new. Before I close, place your hand over your heart. Hear the rhythm. Breathe in and say the name of the person who calls you. Let the name settle. Ask them to show you one specific thing you must check this week. Wait a moment and trust what you sense. Write it down. Do that one thing and then tell someone practical about it. Do not try to do this alone if you can avoid it. Community is a form of heaven's protection. If you felt this message and you want more guidance, I will return with clearer steps about what to check in paperwork, what phrases to listen for in conversations, and how to make a safety plan that fits your life. But for now, do 3 things before this day ends. 1. Secure your important paper or digital folder. 2. Tell one trusted person you need help reviewing something. 3. Speak the name of your loved one aloud and ask for a sign. Then sleep well knowing you were not left to chance. You are loved. You are watched. You are guided. Michael walks with you now, and so does the soul who calls your name. Open the door, act with love, and take this warning as a final and merciful gift. Thank you for listening. If this reached you and shifted you even a little, subscribe so others can be reached too, and share this with anyone who needs a gentle, urgent hand today. Blessings and protection to you.